I'm Kenny Jacobs, I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of Ryanair. I joined Ryanair just over a year ago, and the brief that I got when I took the job was to help Ryanair make a transition from being a business that had the lowest fares but needed to improve its brand and needed to improve its customer service, to keep the low fares and really continue to be the price leader in the market. We fly more places than any other airline in Europe, but this is something that we didn't talk about as a brand. And this was one of the things that we wanted to change. Principally though, it's about the experience. It's about the experience that customers have when they fly with Ryanair. A lot of customers would have said, the fares are great, but the service can be a bit rough around the edges. So we've set about a journey of improving the customer experience from in-flight to the experience at the airports and the digital experience, which is really, really important. We had a website that was not designed for making it simple for customers to make a flight booking, and that's principally what we do. Marketing in Ryanair is responsible for creating demand for people wanting to choose Ryanair. So that's quite a broad brief for marketing. Marketing is responsible for sales, marketing is responsible for marketing, both online and digital marketing. Marketing is responsible for the website, the app, getting people to book flights. Marketing is responsible for customer service and for evolving the Ryanair product, introducing Ryanair Business Plus, Ryanair Family Extra. So marketing plays a key role in leading the business the right way to develop with customers. With advertising, it's not necessarily the case that the more you spend on advertising, the more visits you get to the website and the more bookings that you get. It's more complicated than that. We do see a direct link between what we spend on advertising and the visits and the bookings that we get in most markets in Europe, not in every market. So you constantly have to learn and evolve the media that you're using, the message that you're pushing out there, and you've got to have enough product to sell people. Generally, in terms of the media choices we make, we take the advice and the steer of our media agency, and they always give us the best advice. We might make some tweaks around the edges. So if we're running a brand campaign that is very, very visual, we might turn the dial up on TV. If we're running tactical communications going after particular segments, we might turn the dial up on digital or specific outdoor placements. But generally, we follow the advice of our media partner. We launched Ryanair Business Plus at the end of last summer. It's a product that gives business travelers the flexibility to change their ticket. If their meetings change and they need to change the date, come back the next day, they can do that. They get fast track through the airport, they get priority boarding, and they get an extended luggage allowance. It gives business travelers who are savvy the lowest fares, but they also get the things they need about business travel, principally a flexible ticket and fast track. We've had a great response to the product here in Ireland and across Europe. A lot of customers who would have travelled on business with Ryanair are now swapping to travelling on Business Plus, which is great, and we're attracting new customers. Developing a brand and running marketing across 30 markets is a challenge. I've lived in 5 of the 30 markets, which helps. I'm generally fascinated with different cultures across Europe, which also helps. I spend about 3 days of every week in different countries in Europe. So you do get around to all the markets, you do see the differences, and you do know what are the different sweet spots and the different points you need to evolve to get closer to markets, to customers in each of those markets. Michael O'Leary, our CEO, has an input into the marketing strategy. He is the one who decided to evolve Ryanair and to change the offer we have and the way we communicate. So he's the principal change agent in terms of saying, let's do things differently. That's given marketing a great license. He's also invested considerably in marketing. We've trebled what we spend in marketing. We've hired a huge amount of people in our Dublin office in the marketing team. So he is backing marketing in terms of what marketing will do for the business as we change. And the results so far have been great, and he loves that. My first year in Ryanair, it's actually this week, and I'm really, really happy with what I've done. I wouldn't look back at the year and say, wow, I've achieved so much in terms of what we've changed about the business, in terms of how it's worked. What we've done is we've just listened to customers. A lot of what we needed to fix was really, really obvious, and we've just gotten on with it really, really quickly. I think people are genuinely surprised how much we've changed so quickly and how well it's stuck. And I think in my experience, the thing I'm proudest of is the way we've managed to navigate this change while growing revenues, growing profits to keep shareholders happy, but keeping everyone who travels with Ryanair even happier than they were before.